Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Janine Harry, a communication scientist by profession. I most often discuss things regarding communication tips and self awareness strategies, but there are times, in this particular case, where I do weigh in and give my subjective opinion on many controversial societal issues. And in today's video, I will be weighing in on the Deepak Chopra and Epstein situation. Before I proceed, I just want to remind you that if you have not done so already, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if by the end of this video you are like, hey, I enjoyed the content, then please do share the link of this video with whoever you think might need to see it. Okay, so let's get right into today's video. The big question you may be asking if you don't know who Deepak Chopra is who is he? Who is Deepak Chopra? Now, Deepak Chopra is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, author, and speaker best known for exploring the relationship between mind, body, and consciousness. He rose to global prominence by blending ancient Eastern philosophies such as meditation and mindfulness with modern science, psychology, and personal development. Over the years, Chopra has written many books on healing, awareness, and purposeful living, influencing millions in the spiritual and self development spaces. Wow, what an immense amount of important work. He has contributed to society as a whole, and I must say that when I found out about this engagement that was had between Chopra and Epstein back in the day, I was completely shocked beyond words. I was never a devout follower of Deepak Chopra, but many years ago I did purchase one of his books, and I always admired him because of the types of work that he was doing. So when I came across this news, I was like, wow, complete shocker. What does one even say about this? How do we actually interpret this whole situation? Is it even worth interpreting? But I do believe that we all have our own subjective opinions. I'm here to share mine. Now, I do believe that Deepak Chopra's willingness to engage with Epstein in whichever capacity, regardless of how much he knew about Epstein's horrendous crimes, may possibly stem from how spiritual teachings shape one's perception of human behavior. And Deepak Chopra was definitely influenced by his very own teachings. Now, in many non dual philosophies, reaching higher levels of consciousness often involves recognizing this underlying oneness in all people. So, from this perspective, people who even commit horrendous crimes are seen as solely operating from deep conditioning, trauma, programming, and environmental factors. And of course, yes, we cannot actually say anything against that. It is quite true. Regardless of what you do have this sort of underlying essence of wholeness, and you are influenced by trauma and conditioning when you do commit certain acts. The problem is that not Epstein, Deepak Chopra only decided to see this essence within Epstein, whilst ignoring the very real physical role he has played throughout the years. And this is where spirituality meets extremely dangerous territory. Look, compassion may exist on a consciousness level. There's absolutely nothing wrong with holding compassion toward all people. Cool. But this does not erase harm in the physical world. We live in a reality of cause and effect. And Jeffrey Epstein's actions have caused irreversible, disgusting damage in the lives of so many women and girls. And this is why the backlash that Deepak Chopra is receiving is completely understandable, and I am there for it. Because we cannot ignore physical reality in favor of spiritual abstraction, in favor of spiritual fluff. So let's get into these email exchanges. On the surface, we all know that these email exchanges are absolutely disgusting. What are you even speaking about when you mention things such as cute girls and the noises that they make? What on earth, Deepak? But this also raises this sort of linguistic curiosity, because the language used by Chopra reflects a very abstract, poetic, and non visual tone, most often found in spiritual communication fields, which makes interpretations of these email exchanges quite difficult. So, what exactly do you mean, Chopra? What exactly do you mean? And these phrases, such as cute girls and the noises they make, it definitely raises some uncomfortable questions. Are these literal references? Are they metaphors? Are they expressions filtered through a spiritualized lens? What on earth is this? There are, of course, nuances, sorry, with examining, but I will firmly say that these nuances does not remove responsibility. So yes, we can examine these nuances, but it does not remove responsibility. And if these phrases are simply just literal references or metaphors or expressions, what a crappy way of getting your message across. What a crappy way of communicating. What a crappy way of dealing with somebody like Jeffrey Epstein. And with all that being said, we can't really say anything. I mean, the receipts are out there, the email exchanges have been made public. It's out there. And this reminds us of the very impermanence of literally everything, because at this point in time, it is safe to say that Deepak Chopra's career is quite literally over, point blank. And rightfully so. I think he needs to face the consequences of not holding the balance between spirituality and the very real consequences within this physical time space reality. And ironically, non dual teachings point to the impermanence of everything. There are consequences, there is repercussions at all times. And this is also a gentle reminder to each and every one of us out here to always remember that yes, our past will catch up with us. And we all do have a past. We cannot transcend that very human element of life. And sometimes the things that we do in our past is forgivable, and at other times, in this particular case, it's not. And he needs to face the consequences of that. The past is not something that can be transcended. So, yes, this is the end of Deepak Chopra's career. The receipts are out there. We've seen what we needed to see. And yeah, all we can do is move forward from this. And I'm completely happy that a spotlight has been put on a very shadowy, secretive type of engagement that happened many years ago. It's out there, we've all seen it, and all we can do is sort of like have compassion toward ourselves and be gentle on ourselves, because I know that many of us, may feel quite, for lack of better word, we may feel as though we have been deluded, brainwashed to trust certain people within the spiritual field. So we may feel quite let down But this is your reminder to have greater compassion toward yourself, even within moments like this, even within moments where people that you look up to have the huge capacity to disappoint and shock the world in the most horrendous ways possible. So, yes, I'm going to leave this video right here for now. That's all I have to say on this situation between Deepak Chopra and Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, to comment, and to share it with whoever you think might need to see it. Now, I'm sending you all my love, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, much love.